been quite a saga with the quarterback situation this year. Looks like Anthony has made the strides that everyone's been looking for. How have you seen his growth this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think for any position, but specifically playing quarterback, just the preparation throughout the week is so important, and just kind of finding the consistency in that. And he's a young guy that's learning and growing through that right now.
When you look at the receivers you guys have, and the way they all fit together, how good is it that you guys have guys who do different things?
Yeah, well, I mean, it makes us very multiple. You know what I mean? Where you got guys that can kind of flex inside and outside, and then you got guys you can rely on the perimeter, and then you got guys like Downs that are reliable in the slot that can make guys miss and do a lot of things. Then if you're in a pinch, you can throw them on the outside as well.
Is the toughest part with that kind of doing stuff that makes it so they don't have like the obvious tendencies?
Yeah, I mean, we're always looking at the self-scout stuff where, hey, if we're in certain personnel, we have these certain receivers on the field. Is it run pass tell, stuff like that? So that's something that's every week we're looking at trying to adjust and stay ahead of.
Regarding the self-scouting, when Anthony was out, like how hard of a look did you guys look at? If he gets back in here, we're gonna try and adjust to this and maybe do this different from the first time.
I mean, I think you're always trying to kind of grow and evolve and stay kind of ahead of the curve as an offense. Because if you're not, you're getting passed up in this league. So you're always looking for creative ways to, to use your players to the best of their ability. And obviously, Anthony has some unique and unusual traits about him.
With Sam, like he's been in the league now for 4 years. You played what, 8?
I played 9.
9. What does it take to stick in the league and keep getting a shot in the league as a someone who might be a third string quarterback, a backup quarterback here?
Yeah, it's tough. It's a grind because it's really hard when you go year after year and you're not really seeing the field of just trying to keep that preparation like you're going to start, because you have to kind of approach it that way. And Sam's a pro and does a great job of handling his business like he is going to be playing on Sundays. And then ultimately it just comes down to you got to get a shot. You know what I mean? You got to get out there and get some tape, and then put your best product out there and hope that somebody trusts you where you can eventually become a 2, and then from there continue to grow and grow.
What do you have to love about like the work during the week to still enjoy it, to still stick with it, and to still try to keep striving for your shot?
Well, I think the first thing is you have to be passionate about the game. You have to love the game, because like I was saying, it could be I played 9 years and played 2 games. Mm-hmm. But I kind of love the process and the monotony behind it, and that's why I'm still doing it now. You kind of fall in love with that process and doing your what you do on a weekly basis, and like I said, he's unbelievable at that.
What's like maybe the dirtiest work job you had to do in that stretch?
Yeah, I mean, when I was a 2 or a 3, I was doing some quality control work where I was helping break down some second long or doing explosive looks around the league and helping our staff kind of with their prep throughout the week, and that's kind of why I transitioned to coaching, to be honest with you, because I enjoyed that process.
So what about Sam, like, has kind of impressed upon you that, hey, this is a guy who, like, he really loves this, he really loves the process and the...
Yeah, I mean, he's the same guy day in, day out. He's always asking questions, always wants to learn more, always wants to know the why, like, why do we like this? He's always suggesting things, could this be good versus that, stuff like that. So, he does everything the right way.
When you look at Anthony, what sticks out about his strengths as a thrower? Like, what do you think's the best part?
Well, other than
just the pure arm strength.
Yeah, other than the strength. Yeah, I mean, he can make any throw. I've been around so many quarterbacks throughout my career. He's one of the best, just like motion, pure passers, effortless. The ball just spins out of his hand. Mm-hmm. And that was something I took away one of the first couple of days I was here. I was like, holy smokes, like I've been around some guys that can spin it. This guy can really spin it. But he's young and he's still working on. There's so many fine-tuned things that you can do over the course of your career that he's continuing to grow and then work at and get better.
Does it allow for stuff that, like that shot to Pierce last week, against Palms?
Yeah.
Is that like you got to have the arm strength to get it there before the safety can get over that kind of thing?
Part of that is definitely arm strength. The other part of that is knowledge, like understanding what you're seeing, where you're able to kind of accelerate your vision, and you know the coverage, the structure pre-snap, where you can say, hey, I think I know this guy's going to do that, and now I can do this. And that just comes with him getting more and more reps. Over time, the more reps he gets, the better he's going to be. But yeah, that was an elite level play, not just physically, but mentally.
Yeah, I was just going back and watching it. Like, Mills either underestimates Alec or underestimates Anthony's arm, or both, because his angle is like 2 yards. Like, I know he got Alec, but his angle is not there to make the play. You know what I mean?
Part of that is how they run that coverage, where he's going to have vision on two.
Yeah.
And if two's out breaking, he's going to fall off onto it. So I think that's just him playing his technique.
From a coach, from like your perspective, a coach in the building, how I guess neat is it to see, like, you've got a young quarterback and a young center right now.
Yeah.
Like, seeing them take ownership over things like protection meetings, because I was like, Ryan Kelly has been in this building forever, and he's been a big part of that. You've had veterans in here, Matt Ryan, Joe Flacco, these guys. But right now, you've got super young guys doing that. How neat is it to see them grow and, like, taking ownership over things like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just shared experiences of them throughout the week. On the practice field, hey, I see this, I did this for a certain cause. And then on game day, like we said, they're both young guys who are going to be able to build that time over time, year after year. So, and that's such an important relationship between the quarterback and the center. So, yeah, I mean, it's exciting for those guys going forward.